Tecno is a phone manufacturer that's quite popular in Africa, and their new Tecno Camon 18 Premier offers some exciting features. It's got a 120Hz AMOLED screen, and both a pair. The Tecno Camon 18 Premier may not be a true flagship phone, but it sure looks premium, with its flat, tempered glass back, covered in a silky matte finish. Look a bit closer and you'll notice that the curved, glossy frame is made of plastic, not metal. But still, the overall design is eye-catching, and I like the little details, like the red accent around the ultrawide cam. The front of the phone is also covered in tempered glass. It's a 6.7-inch AMOLED with a 1080p resolution and a punch hole for the selfie cam. The one has also a single bottom firing loudspeaker, which was able to earn a rating of good on our loudness charts. Sound quality is unimpressive. The highs are decent, but there's no bass. To unlock, you can use the side-mounted fingerprint reader built into the power button. It's fast and reliable. The interface, there's also a smart panel which stores shortcuts and slides out from the edge of the home screen. There's a lot less bloatware here compared to some of Tecno's less expensive phones, and we appreciate that. And there's a 64-megapixel quad-Bayer main cam, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide with gimbal stabilization, and an 8-megapixel periscope telephoto with 5x optical zoom. Photos from the main cam come out in 16 megapixels, and they're alright. They have good contrast and low noise, true-to-life colors, and dynamic range is good for the most part. However, the detail level is just average, and sometimes the exposure is off. There is a way to get an improved level of detail, and that's if you shoot in the 64-megapixel mode and then downscale the photos to 16 megapixels. It's an extra hoop to jump through though. Portraits are taken with the main cam, and they're good. Subjects are detailed. The detail level isn't great though, and the overall picture is soft. Plus, we've seen a wider field of view on other ultrawides. 5x zoomed photos from the telephoto cam are good. They're detailed enough, with accurate colors and okay dynamic range. Contrast, however, is lower than expected. In low light, photos from the main cam are alright for the class. There's an okay amount of details here and there. Low light shots from the ultra-wide have good colors and contrast, but the level of detail is disappointing because of the heavy noise reduction. The zoom camera isn't very useful at night unless it's a particularly bright scene. In general, the shots come out noisy and blurry. Selfies come out in 8 megapixels and they are good. They're sharp and detailed, with good skin tones, plenty of contrast, and okay maxes out at 1440p on the main cam rather than 4K. This footage is quite good, with nice detail and accurate colors. We aren't fans of the audio quality though. The ultra-wide cam can record in 1080p resolution, there's stabilization here either. This footage is quite shaky. The gimbal stabilization on the ultra-wide works pretty well. It's not perfect though, with some bigger movements coming through once in a while. If you want extra smoothness from the ultra-wide, there's a super steady mode, which adds EIS to the mix. But because it involves cropping and upscaling, it lowers the video quality.
And don't forget, this phone in Kenya, you get it from the range of between 20,000 to 30,000 depending on the store you go. So before you go to store, make sure you make a wise decision. And thanks again for watching this video. For more, subscribe to the channel at Case TV.